Now on CoastTV News.
Strengthening storm, areas still recovering from Helene, now bracing to be hit again by another hurricane.
It's a cooler start across Delmarva. Temperatures for the most part in the 50s this morning. High pressure will keep our weather quiet and cool and also keep Milton well to our south. I'll have the details coming up.
Slow down strategy. Ocean City has another special event zone in place this week, but are they effective in preventing crashes on the streets?
Bulkhead build. We look at the progress being made to repair those damaged dunes near the Indian River inlet.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Paige Marley's off today, and it is Tuesday, October 8th.
A good time of the year to save on the energy bills. I've been enjoying the stretch, even though I always say I want that summer to last. It is nice not having to run the air system on a daily basis.
Yeah, and I try not to turn my heat on for as long as possible. I think my dad raised me that way.
So you go like extra sweaters, sweatshirts?
Oh yeah, growing up my dad was like, put on extra pajama pants, put on extra sweaters, socks, stuff like that. But my grandma said never sleep with socks on, so.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah, she said, but we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob. Bob, when do you start turning on your heat?
Oh, that's a good question because with my system, I can go heat and cool at the same time. Drops below 68, the heat kicks on. If it goes above 72, the air kicks on. It is that kind of, time of year where we had the chilly mornings and the warmer afternoons. And it's certainly chilly out there this morning. 50 in Redden, 56 in Millsboro, 53 in Delmar, upper 50s, even 61 along the coast in Rehoboth right now. A light northwest breeze, but you definitely need the jacket this morning. Looking at clear skies, good visibility, fog is not an issue, and we're looking at beautiful conditions all day. It will be chilly with high pressure building in, so Futurecast has us in the 50s early on, and then lower 60s mid-morning, and by 12:30 just afternoon, we're still in the 60s for most of us, and maybe 70 in a couple of places as we go into this afternoon, but that might be a stretch as it will be on the cool side with lots of sunshine and then cooling down pretty quickly this evening. If you're on the ferry, definitely need that heavier coat because not only will it be cool, but it'll be breezy from the north as well, starting out in the 50s and then mid-60s by noon with lots of sunshine.
Thank you, Bob. Hurricane Milton charging toward the Gulf Coast of Florida. This is in the wake of catastrophic damage that was caused by Helene.
And NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the impending landfall is adding to the danger and putting a spotlight on FEMA as this storm response has become a political flashpoint.
Fears are growing in Florida as quickly as the monstrous Hurricane Milton now barreling toward the state's west coast.
My heart breaks for this entire city, and just to have this kind of a storm come through is just unheard of.
The storm's expected to make landfall late tomorrow around the Tampa Bay area. In counties down the Florida peninsula, thousands are heeding mandatory evacuation orders.
If you remain there, you could die. My men and women could die trying to rescue you.
President Biden approving an emergency declaration, the federal government promising it's ready to respond with more than 900 federal workers on the ground in Florida.
We have search and rescue teams. The Army Corps of Engineers are there. We are ready. We have the personnel. We can respond to multiple events at a single time.
That ability will be put to the test with massive storm recovery efforts underway from Hurricane Helene. Among the most pressing priorities, clearing piles of debris that could become flying and floating hazards.
It's terrifying to think what this next storm with the wind and the rain will actually do to all of that debris.
Many dealing with the devastation from Hurricane Helene feel they haven't gotten enough support.
Have you seen anyone from FEMA?
No.
State and federal officials now battling misinformation, promising help is here as they brace for the next blow. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And FEMA has been forced to respond to allegations on its website, claiming that disaster relief fund money has not been diverted to other non-disaster related efforts like illegal immigration. And also clarifying that upfront $750 payments storm victims receive are only for initial emergency needs, while FEMA assesses how much additional money people qualify for.
The Endless Summer Cruising event will start this week in Ocean City on Thursday. It is where thousands of cars will be on display throughout the town. And with that in mind, the Ocean City Police Department has enacted the special event zone. And this means anywhere you drive in town, the speed limit will be 30 miles or less. And you will want to hear what we wanted to hear what people in Ocean City think about these changes. And here's what one man told us.
I think it's a great idea that they change those speed limits to make everybody safer, just be more cautious of your surroundings on the road.
And the special event zone will be in effect until October 14th.
New this morning, incumbents rule the day in Delmarva. Both current council members there won re-election Monday night. Odell Jones Jr. received 60 of the 117 votes cast. Todd Lanier, he was appointed to this seat last year to fill a vacancy, so he was successful in this election bid. They, along with Mayor Thomas Bauer, who was unopposed in this cycle, all will be sworn in at today's town council meeting. Checking out the scene this morning in Fenwick Island, some traffic there, maybe a dump truck there, Elisa. This is a bird's eye view of the intersection of Coastal Highway and Delaware Route 54. It is an area normally more busy during regular hours in the summer months, and happening today got potential action by the Fenwick Island Business Concerns Committee that it could actually benefit drivers during that busy time of the year. What is being looked at is this: dialing back the time paid parking ends in the town to 5:30 p.m. Has been at 10 p.m. This is being pushed after getting feedback from businesses in the town. If the new ending time is eventually finalized, there would not be a change to when paid parking begins each day. That would remain at 8:30 a.m.
And that's not all that's happening. On Monday in Rehoboth Beach, city commissioners discussed extending their parking season to potentially earlier in May and through October. Right now it's mid-May to mid-September, and no decision was made at the meeting, and this idea is expected to be brought up again at a meeting on November 15th.
We now have more information on that crash that killed 2 young people and left 3 fighting for their lives. And right near on your screen is where police say a Georgetown man drove a car on the wrong way on Route 13, hit another car head on. 2 passengers in the car that was hit, they were pronounced dead at the scene. And we now know they were Eric Staley and Michaela Belton. Both were students at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. And this morning, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore continues to mourn the loss of the 2. They are extending resources to those who may be struggling with this news. The school posted on its social media that classes for today are suspended for wellness days. That's for students and staff. The school says counseling services are available in person or on the phone.
And if you live in Sussex County, you're going to want to listen to this. The Partners for Wellbeing, along with other groups in Delaware, have launched a Blue Zone initiative for better and healthier living. Blue zones are areas in the world with longer life expectancy and health, and this group wants to make Sussex County one of those. Stephen Lubers lives in Sussex County and says staying active is the best way to live a better life.
I bicycled 800 miles on the streets of Sussex County. My wife and I, we both do our walks in the evening. You know, it's in the community, but it's not gated, and I feel perfectly fine.
Monday's presentation had nearly 100 people in attendance, all intrigued and ready to hear more about the initiative to show community members how they can live even better than they already are.
Repairs to portions of the Indian River Inlet are underway. From our Coast Copter, you can see where the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers plans to restore a bulkhead and prevent sand from moving into the inlet. The Army Corps says this project should be done this spring.
And that's not the only inlet being worked on. In Ocean City, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will concentrate its efforts on the Assateague Shoal. They say limited loads will also be taken from the inlet channel.
Happening tonight, Phillies look to take the lead in the best-of-5 National League Divisional Series against the Mets. It was on Sunday. The Phillies pulled out a dramatic win in Game 2 that evened things up at a game apiece. First pitch tonight in New York, set for just after 5.
And we're just getting started here on CoastTV News Today.
Coming up, Milton is making a new tagline. We have the 2 options officials are deciding between.
And locals and officials across Delaware are honoring a former Lewis mayor who died over the weekend. We'll tell you what top state officials say about his impact on the city.
A crash in Blades left 2 cars damaged Monday night. What it took to get all the victims to safety. That and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
avoid the nightmare of mold. Did you know, after a water-related event, mold can begin to grow within 48 hours? If this happens in your home or business, first, thoroughly clean and dry the affected area, then increase airflow and decrease relative humidity. Or just call Riptide Restoration, your trusted mold remediation experts on Delmarva, to professionally treat and remove the mold and restore your home as if it never happened.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Angela Alsobrooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, at least $16,000.
Senate candidate Angela Alsobrooks took advantage of tax breaks that she was not eligible to get.
Angela Alsobrooks' campaign says she was unaware of the error.
That's odd because all 4 mortgages were in her name on the D.C. property.
Alsobrooks owes $59,000 in back taxes. Alsobrooks isn't just dishonest on her taxes, she's dishonest with us. Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
It is exactly 6:12 on this chilly and clear Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam and Dober, you're down to 53 right now. We've got 50s all across interior parts of Maryland and Delaware now, with some upper 50s to 61 in Rehoboth, but as cool as 50 in Redmond right now, where your winds are calm. Where the winds are blowing a little bit, it's mixing things up but making it cooler as well, as we're looking at clear skies out there, not dealing with fog. We've got high pressure building, and that means a lot of sunshine today, but it will be on the chilly side. But this is the best drivecast I've had in quite a while. Green light this morning, chilly and dry roads, and the green light for the evening commute too, with sunny and cool conditions.
In Delaware, BB Healthcare offering flu shots this week, and the particular event takes place this Sunday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It was recently added in Milton. It'll be at the Bethel AME Church, and registration there is not required. This morning, police will continue to determine the cause of a Monday crash. The Blades Volunteer Fire Company says they arrived at an accident on Seaford Road. It's where they found 2 vehicles involved. Here's some of the damage right there on your screen. A passenger in one of the vehicles was trapped in the car, and a winch had to be used to pull the cars apart. No report of any injuries.
And Panera Bread has launched the first settlement among several wrongful death lawsuits regarding one of its now discontinued charged lemonade drinks. The lawyer representing the family of Sarah Katz told USA Today a deal was made but could not provide details. In 2022, Katz had a heart issue and usually avoided energy drinks. She died after having some of the drink, not realizing its high caffeine content. And Whole Foods has quickly backtracked after customers accused it of skimping out on the new version of its berry chantilly cake. A TikTok user showed a single slice stuffed with compote and fruit on the side, and the user said in the past the layers had been filled with fresh fruit and cream. Whole Foods announced it was reversing the changes and the cake slices would return to its previous version. And still ahead, funeral plans are underway for a former Lewis mayor who died over the weekend. We'll tell you what locals say they will remember about his time in office.
And sunrise not until 7:04, but we are seeing brightening skies on our Boardwalk Plaza cam right now. Nice and quiet. 60s at the beach, 50s inland, so bundle up. Strong high pressure keeps our weather nice the next few days and keeps Milton well to our south. I'll have the details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
fall into planning at Bella Terra Garden Center. Autumn is the perfect time of year for planting. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs of all shapes and sizes. Did you know that Bella Terra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sale promotions. Stocked with the smallest succulents to the tallest of trees, Bella Terra Garden Center is here for all your gardening needs. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Located right off Route 16 in Ellendale.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Every roof promises protection, but not all deliver. At Spicer Brothers, we provide more than just a quality roof. We deliver peace of mind. Introducing the Pinnacle Sun Roofing System, featuring 3M cool roofing granules that reflect sunlight and reduce energy costs. These shingles resist algae growth with 3M Scotch Guard Protector, ensuring your roof stays pristine. With Class 3 impact resistance, standing strong in any storm. And it's all backed by our lifetime warranty and the best quality workmanship on the shore. Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:16, and you are looking live at Lewis. The bright lights of the businesses there flanking the canal. Bob, it's that time of year that people, they like to get that pumpkin for the fall.
Yeah, you know, me and my wife went out this past weekend, got the big pumpkin, got the little pumpkin that they call a pie pumpkin. So might have to make a pumpkin pie, yeah. So we're looking at great weather to head out to the pumpkin patch today, 71. Make sure you have a windbreaker. There'll be a little bit of a breeze as well, no rain chances. And we're looking at dry conditions as we're looking at low humidity the next several days. It's been a long time since we've seen this line right at the bottom of the graph for several days, but it's very comfortable, very dry air, but quite a bit cooler as well. Humidity does go up a little bit as we go into the weekend, but then drops again early next week as we have another shot of cool air. It's cool right now, 50 in Red and 53 in Delmarva and Georgetown. Seaford, you're at 52. A little warmer along the coast, upper 50s from Ocean City to Indian River Inlet. And Rehoboth, the warm spot at 62 right on the Atlantic Ocean. But inland, we have that northwest breeze right now, and it's keeping the fog away, but adding a little bit of a chill to the air as we're looking at mostly clear skies. We've got high pressure over the top of us, and that extends all the way back into the plains and to the south, really protecting a lot of us from Hurricane Milton, but not all of us. More on that coming up. Futurecast this morning goes from the 50s into the 60s at 9:30, and you can take your lunch outside, but it'll be on the cool side. Highs only into the 60s. Some places touching 70 this afternoon. Most of us in the 60s, and then temperatures quickly dropping tonight, and by Wednesday morning, 40s inland, 50s mainly along the coast, and then Wednesday we're looking at a westerly breeze that warms us up a little bit into the low 70s. Then another chilly start into Thursday morning with 40s and low 50s. Here's Hurricane Milton, not as strong as last night. It was down to 905 millibars. It is now 924 as it is interacting with the Yucatan Peninsula right now, but still a formidable hurricane. Winds 155, gusting to 190. And once it gets away from the landmass there, it will be strengthening perhaps again to a 5. And then as it makes landfall near Tampa Bay, it will be maybe around a Category 3, 125 mile per hour winds. But as it weakens, it will expand its wind field. The storm surge will be at least 15 feet. That would be disastrous for Tampa Bay if that is going to happen. And then we will see that system tracking, weakening a little bit as it tracks well to our south this weekend as a hybrid low, as we have high pressure keeping the storm to our south. Maybe some fringe clouds, but we'll be dry right into the upcoming weekend. Some clouds and maybe a shower chance with another front early next week. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, lower 70s, sunshine today and tomorrow. Lows in the 40s, only 60s for highs Thursday and Friday, 43 Friday morning. And then warming up this weekend with sunshine, 70s before it cools down again on Monday with a high of 67.
Thanks, Bob. Ted Becker, the former mayor of Lewis, died on Sunday. Becker served as mayor for 8 years and on the Lewis City Council before that.
And as CoastTV reporter Christina DiRoberta shows us, Becker was known for his business in Lewis as much as his politics.
A veteran, a local business owner, and a man who left a big mark on this small coastal community.
He's done so much for this town.
Many locals stunned to hear about former Mayor Ted Becker's passing.
Gosh, it was a big shock. I just found out this morning.
It's just shocking.
Becker moved to Lewis in 1981 and owned the inn at Canal Square. Blooming boutique owner Machiko Cito saying Becker played a big part in her career.
He was the person who actually gave me my first break starting in business when I first moved here and gave me my first lease back in August of 2006 on Market Street.
Others remember Becker as a loyal customer and a friend.
Ted was a customer of mine and a huge supporter and very grateful to have known him.
Before moving to Lewis, Becker worked at the Department of Education and was in the Army and Army Reserves. He was on Lewis Council beginning in 2004 and was appointed deputy mayor in 2011. Director of the Lewis Historical Society, Andrew Leiter, says Becker's influence continues to shape the community today.
People are flocking here for a reason. I think a lot of his efforts are a part of that.
A cornerstone of the community whose passing will leave a hole in many hearts. I'm Christina DiRoberta, Coast TV News.
Most recently, Becker served as a commissioner with the Delaware River Bay Authority. Funeral arrangements are still being finalized, and the funeral will likely be private. Now, we are told a public celebration of life is being planned for the end of October.
Delaware officials across the state are honoring the late mayor. In a statement, Governor John Carney said Becker was a true gentleman and a pleasure to work with, always trying to do the right thing. Carney also said he will order flags to be at half-staff on the day of Becker's funeral.
Also, Senator Chris Coons said of Becker, he's one of the greatest public servants Lewis has ever known. And according to statements from both Coons and Carney, Becker is survived by his husband, Joe, and we will continue to stay on the story and keep you updated on when Becker is laid to rest.
Up next on Coast TV News today, Milton is in the process of deciding on a new tagline. We'll tell you what features officials are looking to highlight in its new slogan. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah,
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
With more than 25 years of surgical expertise, Dr. Julie Berry is now accepting new patients at Tidal Health Ear, Nose, and Throat Surgery. Dr. Berry offers specialized care for a wide range of general ear, nose, and throat disorders. Whether you're dealing with chronic sinus issues or require advanced surgical intervention, Dr. Berry is here to provide expert care tailored to your specific needs. Discover the difference that expert care can make. Schedule your appointment today.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
The The nation's summer capital, the first town in the first state. These are just some of the taglines for our coastal communities here on Delmarva. Now Milton could have a new tagline soon as well. The town council says they are discussing and possibly voting on the choice of 2 slogans. One option is walkable, livable, unforgettable, and the second option is charming, welcoming, thriving. Linda Ray Gannon thinks walkable, livable, unforgettable is more fitting for Milton.
But it is definitely walkable. I can get whatever I need in easy walking distance. It's livable, there are great people all around. And unforgettable, it's definitely that.
The Tagline Project is a part of the broader effort to boost Milton's appeal and enhance its economic profile.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Try is back with us, and this hour this morning, Elisa, we're talking pumpkins. He was mentioning that last segment.
Well, he mentioned these small little pumpkins good for pumpkin pie, and then he's also going to bake us a pie. He said that.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. He said that. I think it was implied.
The rule of the newsroom is if Elisa says it's true, it's obviously true.
No, it's true. So, Bob, I'm excited for this pumpkin pie.
I usually go to my grocer's freezer and just pull one out, but I don't know. Never made a pumpkin pie before.
Do we want to eat the pie that Bob made?
Okay, all right. We'll have to see about that. Let's talk about the beach forecast. From pumpkins to the beach. Chincoteague and Assateague, a cool start in the 50s, and you're only warming into the mid to upper 60s. Lots of sunshine, a gorgeous day at the beach. Light winds, but it'll be on the cool side. Fenwick Island and Ocean City beginning in the 50s. Make sure you have your heavier jacket, and temperatures into the 60s, and waves around 2 to 4 feet, about 1 foot waves on the bay side. Cambridge, you're in the 70s next couple of days, only 60s on Thursday, 60s in Crisfield today, 70s tomorrow, and then only 64 on Thursday. It does get pretty cool by the end of the week. Much more on the cool, quiet weather and the very latest on dangerous Hurricane Milton headed for Florida coming up in the next half hour.
The break on CoastTV News today, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore is sending condolences after 2 students were killed in a car crash. We'll tell you what resources it says are now available.
Also, Building a Better Life, the new initiative that teaches locals how to stay happy and healthy while living along the coast.
And Hurricane Milton is now a Category 4 hurricane as it gains more and more power in the Gulf. We'll show you how people in Florida are preparing while still dealing with the damages from Hurricane Helene. CoastTV News will be right back.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on a strong foundation of family values.
So when you call us, you'll speak to a member of our family, like me, where I'll talk you through our entire process, answering any questions you have along the way, and delivering prompt free estimates no matter the size of the job. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options, or visit our website for special discounts. JD Asphalt, a trusted family company for over 50 years.
In 2019, 2 visionaries banded together behind a restaurant to create the ultimate pizza, starting from scratch, just like our dough. At the Dough Bar, everything is a season for a reason. From our gourmet specialty pizzas to our signature sandwiches and mouth-watering entrees, we use high-quality ingredients for a freshness you'll crave. Enjoy our specialty cocktails with 16 craft brews on tap, or toast your own s'mores tableside by the water. Order online or visit the Dough Bar, Milton, Delaware's hidden gem.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Brian, what's the difference between treated wood and composite decking?
Treated wood decking costs less, but requires a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood, but won't fade, curl, or rot. It's insect resistant, maintenance free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. Get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber through October, extended just for you.
Paul Davis can bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow.
And we'll give you an estimate that day.
Call Paul Davis, the restoration and remodeling experts.
Now on CoastTV News.
Hurricane Milton moving to U.S. This is what it looks like from above, as we are already seeing some of the impact from the storm.
It's a cooler start with temperatures for the most part in the 50s this morning. Strong high pressure will keep our weather quiet and cooler and also keep Milton to our south. I'll have the details coming up.
First, Steve reacts to a tragic crash as more is learned about the 2 college students who died in a head-on collision. What actions are being taken by the University of Maryland Eastern Shore this week?
Feeling blue, it's feeling good. We have the Sussex County program designed to promote a healthier lifestyle.
This is Coast TV News Today.
October 8th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. I'm Elisa Weber. Thanks for joining us.
And the time is 6:30 on this Tuesday morning. You may be getting your breakfast ready. The things you learn about your coworkers. Elisa informed us that you do not like your eggs over easy. You do like them, though.
I love eggs. I eat eggs and toast every single morning.
How did you describe it?
Like well done over hard. That's how I like my eggs.
Medium well?
No, well.
Okay.
Well, that's how I like it. And I like grape jelly. That's my favorite jelly. We're going to bring in first meteorologist Bob Trahey and ask him the hard-hitting questions.
Ooh.
Bob, what kind of jelly do you like? What's your favorite flavor?
Let's see, Concord grape. Jelly, and then over medium on the eggs because I like to dip my toast in the yolk a little bit. Yeah, now I'm hungry for breakfast. Anyway, if you're getting ready for breakfast, make sure you grab the jacket out the door too, and maybe with the breakfast have a cup of warm coffee because it's cool. 50 in Redden, 52 in Seaford, 52 in Salisbury, 58 Bethany Beach, 62 in Rehoboth, just a little milder along the coast, and a bit of a northwest breeze there, a lighter breeze inland, but yeah, you need that heavier jacket this morning as it's cool. As we're looking at mainly clear skies, we're looking at high pressure overhead or just to our west, and around that high we have a northwest flow, and that will keep us pretty cool today despite a lot of sunshine. 50s out the door, mid-morning we're in the 60s, and then right around noon we're still in the mid to upper 60s, even lower 60s from Dewey Beach to Fenwick Island, and some of us may hit 70, but a lot of us are stuck in the upper 60s from Salisbury to Millsboro and Ellendale, and only about 61 in Dewey Beach and Fenwick Island, 63. So pretty cool right through the upcoming evening hours. For the kids at the bus stop, it's clear, good visibility, but it's chilly. Make sure they have their jacket out the door. 51 with sunshine, and then heading home, still need that light jacket, maybe sunny and still on the cool side, around 69 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. Hurricane Milton strengthened on Monday, posing an immediate threat to Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Waves barreled ashore and crashed onto the beach as winds from the storm whipped the tops of palm trees. Milton skirted the northern edge of the peninsula, including its tourist hotspots and cargo ports. The storm is set to make landfall in Florida tomorrow. Evacuation orders have been issued with warnings of a possible 8 to 12-foot storm surge in Tampa Bay.
And if you're looking to live a longer and better life, the Partners for Wellbeing organization has launched an initiative in Sussex County that shows people how to do just that.
As Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, the project is gaining traction.
Live better, longer. That's the goal with the Blue Zone initiative and model that has been introduced to over 90 cities in the country by Partners for Wellbeing. Monday, they presented their ideas to Sussex County.
With Blue Zones generally, it's to make the healthy choice the easy choice across all the communities that we partner with, so truly impacting health and well-being in measurable ways for people to live healthier, longer lives.
This initiative teaches what's called the Power 9, a pyramid that shows people how to stay active, have the right outlook on life, eat wisely, and to have a sense of belonging. One Sussex County resident says he already practices what the Blue Zone preaches.
I bicycled 800 miles on the streets of Sussex County. My wife and I, we both do our walks in the evening.
While living a healthy life comes naturally to some, Georgetown Mayor Bill West knows breaking old routines can be hard for others. But he does think people will come around.
Well, a lot of people don't like change, and that's obvious, but this is a change for the better health of people that make people stay alive longer. And that's the ultimate goal.
Moving forward, Partners for Wellbeing will take this plan all over the county with presentations and workshops to get feedback from the community, all in the name of health, wellness, and hopefully adding a few more good years to a life well lived. Nearly 100 people were in attendance tonight at the elementary school, intrigued and ready to learn more about the Blue Zone initiative and how they can live longer and better lives. In Georgetown, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Happening today, potential action by Fenwick Island Business Concerns Committee that could eventually benefit drivers during the summertime. Under review is changing when paid parking in the town will end at 5:30. It has been at 10 p.m. and this is being pushed after getting feedback from businesses in the town. If the new ending time is approved, there would not be a change to when the paid parking begins each day. That will remain at 8:30 a.m.
And let's stay with parking. We're going to Rehoboth Beach, where on Monday the city commissioners discussed extending the parking season there to potentially earlier in May and all the way through October. Right now it is mid-May to mid-September. Now no decision was made, and this idea is expected to be brought up again at a meeting on November 15th. New this morning, incumbents ruling the day in Delmarva. Both current council members won re-election Monday night. Odell Jones Jr. received 60 of the 117 votes cast. Todd Lanier was appointed to this seat last year to fill a vacancy, and he was successful in this re-election bid. They, along with Mayor Thomas Bauer, who is unopposed in this cycle, will all be sworn in at today's town council meeting.
We now have more information on a crash that killed 2 young people and left 3 fighting for their lives. This is where police say a Georgetown man drove a car the wrong way on Route 13, hitting another car head-on. 2 passengers in the struck car were pronounced dead at the scene, and we now know they were Eric Staley and Michaela Belton. Both were students at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. And today, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore is mourning the loss of those 2 students and is extending resources to those who may be struggling with the news. The school posted on social media that classes for today are suspended for wellness days and for students and staff. The school says counseling services are available in person or on the phone.
Repairs to portions of the Indian River Inlet are now underway. From our Coast Copter, you can see where the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers plan to restore a bulkhead and prevent sand from moving into the inlet. The Army Corps says this project should be done in the spring.
And that's not the only inlet being worked on. In Ocean City, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will concentrate its efforts on the Assateague Shoal. They say limited loads will also be taken from the inlet channel.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, this was the scene of a plane crash in Maryland Monday morning. We'll tell you what officials say about the victim of this disaster.
Also, girls volleyball squad searching for big wins to turn their seasons around. It took 4 sets between Woodbridge and First State Military Academy.
And coming up, the Convention Center construction. We'll tell you what upgrades are coming to Ocean City Convention Center after Town Council approved an ordinance Monday night. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Get ready for the spookiest night of the year. Milton Zombie Fest is creeping up on October 19th starting at 4 p.m. in downtown Milton. It's a haunted Mardi Gras like you've never seen before. Bring the whole family for bone-chilling fun with live music, freak shows, food trucks, costume contests, and a laser light show that'll leave you screaming for more. Admission is free, so come join the undead for a night you won't forget. For more info, visit miltontheater.com. Sponsored by Coast TV.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
6:39 on this chilly Tuesday morning. Sun's up at 7:04. Beautiful sunrise in progress on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Laurel. 50 degrees. A beautiful start, down to 48 in Redden right now. 50s elsewhere, but 62 in Rehoboth, so a little milder at the beaches. There is a northwest breeze, a little stronger at the coast, so grab that heavier jacket out the door. We're looking at mostly clear skies right now, and that'll be the case all day with sunshine as high pressure is building in and keeping our weather nice and quiet. I know runners will like this forecast. Light winds and dry roads and good visibility with sunshine. 50s early on to about 67 by noon. And congratulations to our umbrella winner today. It's Timothy Tamalin from Millsboro. He's got a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And the Ocean City Council is moving forward with its payment plan for upgrades for the convention center. Last night was the second reading of an ordinance that will allow the town to issue and sell general obligation bonds to pay for several projects. According to the Director for Tourism and Business, the roof needs to be replaced, the elevator needs to be upgraded, and they also want to replace the concrete flooring with more multi-purpose flooring, which is better for sporting events and bringing in new businesses.
Greyhounds are gearing up to reach the beach. It's all in an effort to raise money and awareness for greyhound adoption. On your screen, we have some images of the highlights of last year's festivities. This event takes place October 10th through the 13th. Big highlight here, they'll parade on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk Sunday morning.
And happening this weekend, downtown Milton will become alive with art. On Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., artists will showcase their work and crafts on porches throughout the area. You can watch live art demonstrations and purchase your favorite pieces.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. First State Military Academy volleyball and Woodbridge looking to turn their seasons around with a victory last night. First State Military Academy visiting Woodbridge. First State ahead 2-1, and Kyra Miles Martin places it out of the reach of First State, and Woodbridge is ahead 22-18. A play later, First State sends it over and the Raiders can't return it. First State trailing by 2. Now a tie match, and First State with the serve, and it's an ace for First State as they take the lead 23-22. Set point, and First State is working it over the net. Woodbridge connecting and then trying to slam it back over, but an attack error, and the final set in favor of First State. They take the cross-conference matchup 3-1. Check out full highlights on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com. To the MLB, the Phillies are looking to take the lead in the National League Division Series as they are tied with the New York Mets at 1 game apiece. Tonight at Citi Field, Aaron Nola will take the mound for the Phils with a 5-3 record in the postseason. The Mets starter Sean Manaea comes in with an 0-3 playoff record. Philly is hoping to ride the momentum of a thrilling 7-6 victory on Sunday night. First pitch of Game 3 of the best-of-5 series is at 5:08 tonight. And today live on DSN Plus, check out North Carolina field hockey taking on Parkside at 4 p.m. Polytech faces Woodbridge in boys soccer at 4. Then Cape visits Sussex Academy in boys soccer at 5:30 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Coming up today on DSN, Michelle hit on some of these. 4 o'clock, you got Bayside Conference boys soccer when Stephen Decatur goes up against Parkside, and then that game will re-air again at 8:30. At 10:30, it is the final score. On DSN Plus, that Decatur Parkside boys soccer match, and then here are your DSN Plus exclusives. 4 o'clock, you can watch Bayside Conference field hockey when Parkside faces North Carolina. Also, Henlopen Conference boys soccer when Woodbridge meets Polytech. At 5:30, it is Cape in Sussex Academy. Holiday season will be here before we know it, and that means the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. We support charities who hand-pick families in need, and they ensure every child gets a gift to open Christmas morning. And right now, we are looking for those charities. We are accepting applications from those nonprofits through October 18th.
It's a beautiful start to the day at the beach, and looks like Rehoboth is a warm spot, 62 right now, mainly 50s inland. Grab that jacket as we have strong high pressure keeping our weather nice the next few days and keeping Milton well to our south. I'll have the latest on that powerful hurricane headed for Florida. Our forecast coming up in the next 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today. Every roof promises protection, but not all deliver. At Spicer Brothers, we provide more than just a quality roof. We deliver peace of mind. Introducing the Pinnacle Sun Roofing System, featuring 3M cool roofing granules that reflect sunlight and reduce energy costs. These shingles resist algae growth with 3M Scotchgard Protector, ensuring your roof stays pristine. With Class 3 impact resistance, standing strong in any storm. And it's all backed by our lifetime warranty and the best quality workmanship on the shore. Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
I'm Alec Mercer. I'm a behavioral psychologist. The FBI calls me because I know why people do the inexplicable.
You mean dangerous and stupid?
Is that a scientific term?
It should be.
The Irrational, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
I'm on the edge and I'm fighting for my life. We're going in.
We need restraint, not revenge.
Being able to help, you do a lot of good.
Chicago Wednesday on NBC and Peacock.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love, totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The time is now 6:46, and we're going to take a live look outside into Rehoboth Beach right now. I mean, Bob, that is a gorgeous view right there. Look at the sun starting to come up. I don't really see people walking around, but this is a beautiful time of year to go walking, running, just to see all the beautiful foliage. I love the orange and the yellow colors. What about you, Bob?
I love them too, Elisa. And we are starting to see some of those patchy colors out there right now. It's just spotty, but I want to go through the average peak foliage for Delmarva and for the Delaware and Maryland coast. That's usually mid-November. It takes a little while. Then it's early November, really, for the bulk of Sussex County back through Wycomico County and a good chunk of the Eastern Shore back through Maryland. And, well, Virginia, the southern tip of Delmarva is late November. And then, of course, you move west and it's earlier, more like mid-October for northern Delaware and farther to the west. So we're looking forward to the beautiful colors and beautiful weather to check out the leaves for sure. Here's our muggy meter. Look at this. This line is right at the bottom of the graph. It's about as dry as it can get. So very comfortable, but cool as well, especially in the mornings. We see the humidity go up a little bit this weekend, but then again, it drops early next week with another shot of cooler air. Speaking of cool, down to 48 in Redden right now, 52 in Seaford, 52 in Salisbury, with upper 50s at the beaches, even 62 in Rehoboth right now. We've got a northwest breeze. It's a little stronger at the coast, so bottom line, make sure you have that heavier jacket out the door. At least we're looking at clear skies, so that sun comes up. It'll warm you up as we're looking at high pressure, one area across the Ohio Valley, and then we have the rest of this high all across the Central Plains and pushing to the south, acting as a barrier to keep dangerous Hurricane Milton in the Gulf, but unfortunately, Florida will feel its wrath. Here's Futurecast for us. 50s early on this morning and then mid-60s as we go into the noon hour. Maybe around 70 for high later on a couple of places, but most of us stuck in the 60s. And then it's a quick cool down tonight with clear skies and light winds. By the morning, we're in the 40s and 50s. And then Wednesday afternoon, a little warmer with low to maybe mid-70s with a westerly breeze. Then as we go into tomorrow night, it's going to cool off again. And then we go into your Thursday morning, and it's chilly. Temperatures into the 40s and 50s. Here's Milton, not as strong as he was last night. It had 905 millibars for this storm, now 924, but packing winds 155, gusting to 190. It's scraping against the Yucatan Peninsula right now, so it's interacting with land. But once it moves over the water again, it could strengthen to a 4 or 5 and then make landfall as a 3 around Tampa Bay. If that's the case, that would be disastrous for them with 15-foot storm surge, tremendous rain and wind. It would be a real mess. And then then that storm reemerges on the Atlantic side, maybe as a weak hurricane, and then as a hybrid low, but well to our south as we go through time. But we're looking at dry conditions right through the upcoming weekend. Our next change would be a cold front on Monday. That could bring a shower, but much cooler weather. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, lower 70s today and tomorrow, 40s at night, 60s Thursday and Friday, only 43 into Friday morning. Then the weekend does warm up, mid to upper 70s with sunshine, but then another cool down Monday with a high of only 67.
Thank you, Bob. This morning, one person receiving medical attention after a plane crash in Maryland, and what you see here on your screen was the scene after a single-engine crop duster plane crashed in Parsonsburg Monday morning. The crash happened shortly after 9 on Forest Grove Road. Pilot is receiving care at Shock Trauma in Baltimore. And Maryland State Police say the National Transportation Safety Board has been made aware of this crash.
Maryland is taking steps to restore some of its watersheds over the next 5 years. The state's whole watershed restoration partnership is calling for proposals to improve water quality and climate resilience. Up to 5 watersheds will be selected, and according to the state, local governments, nonprofits, and communities will be paired with state experts and resources to help improve the health of watersheds.
Got good news here for Delawareans who covered a low-digit license plate. It's back. Del Dot's annual Tagapalooza this year, where you can enter a lottery to get one. Registration begins on October 28th. You must pre-register for the online lottery, and Del Dot will also hold a limited number of in-person tag giveaways at DMV locations.
And the time is now 6:50, and it's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pets of the day are all smiles because they are on their way camping. On your screen right there is Tucker the Golden and Daisy the Yorkie Poo. The two love the outdoors, and we are told they jump in the truck as soon as they see their family starting to pack up that camper. And these outdoor dogs were submitted to us by their family in Laurel.
And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva, so send us photos and tell us what makes them so special.
Scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to us here, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
And you can always tell when the Goldens get to their senior years, they start to get the gray on their noses. We are looking at breezy and cool conditions in Lewis right now. 61 on our Irish Ice Camp, 50s inland areas. Cool this morning. We've got some chilly days on the way, and that will continue right into the weekend. Milton stays well to our south, a bit warmer for the upcoming weekend, and then a cool down early next week. Your 10-day forecast is coming up next.
Rudy Marine, the largest single-location service facility in the region. Whether you bought your boat here or not, we've got factory-trained marine technicians, Yamaha engine specialists, and more. Right now, buy 3 services and get free storage. Rudy Marine, where family boating begins.
Get ready, Delmarva. Excitement and incredible savings have arrived at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $3,200 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,300 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
How many bottles of water do you drink every day? Wish you could get an endless supply of bottle-quality water right at your sink? You can with Shore Water Refining. For about $2 a day, you'll never need to buy another bottle of water. Our reverse osmosis system will take up less room than one case and save you time and money. And as a bonus, we'll install an emergency shutoff valve under your sink to protect you while you're away. Absolutely free. Call or visit us online at shorewaterde.com today to get started.
With more than 25 years of surgical expertise, Dr. Julie Berry is now accepting new patients at Tidal Health Ear, Nose, and Throat Surgery. Dr. Berry offers specialized care for a wide range of general ear, nose, and throat disorders. Whether you're dealing with chronic sinus issues or require advanced surgical intervention, Dr. Berry is here to provide expert care tailored to your specific needs. Discover the difference that expert care can make. Schedule your appointment today.
My dad just wrapped up a new well at this beautiful new home in Del Mar. Let's hear from these happy new homeowners.
I didn't really expect him to finish up in 6 inches of mud.
But he did it. We were very happy with the quality of the job they done.
He's nothing but the best products.
And we highly recommend them.
I don't recommend a lot of people, but I would recommend Daisy's Well Drilling. They're just a phone call away.
Way to go, Dad. Daisy's Well Drilling. Family owned and operated since 1941.
Rudy Marine, the largest single-location service facility in the region. Rudy Marine is home of the all-inclusive Signature Service Program, which includes pull-out, tune-ups, detailing, winterization, shrink wrap, storage, and much more. Rudy Marine, where family boating begins.
It is now 6:54, and here are the things you need to know before you go. The nation's summer capital, the first town in the first state. These are just some of the taglines our coastal communities on Delmarva have. Now Milton could have a new tagline soon as well. The town council says they are discussing and possibly voting on the choice of two slogans. One option is walkable, livable, unforgettable, and the second option is charming, welcoming, thriving.
Hurricane Milton strengthened on Monday. It poses an immediate threat to Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Waves barreled the shore and crashed into the beach as winds from the storm whipped the tops of palm trees. Milton skirted the northern edge of the peninsula, including its tourist hotspots and cargo ports. The storm is set to make landfall in Florida tomorrow. Evacuation orders have been issued with warnings of a possible 8 to 12-foot storm surge in Tampa Bay.
And repairs to portions of the Indian River Inlet are underway. From our coast copter, you can see where the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers plans to restore a bulkhead and prevent sand from moving into the inlet. The U.S. Army Corps says that years in the making project could be done by spring.
Ocean City Council moving forward with its payment plan for upgrades for the convention center. Last night was the second reading of an ordinance that will allow the town to issue and sell general obligation bonds to pay for several projects. According to the Director of Tourism and Business, the roof there needs to be replaced. Elevators need to be upgraded. They also want to replace the concrete flooring with more multi-purpose flooring. That would better be for sporting events and bringing in new businesses.
And it's now 6:56, so here's a quick look at our forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, we have another dry day on tap today, Bob.
I know. We're settling into a really nice weather pattern. It's a dry one, too, and a chilly one at that. Make sure you grab the jacket out the door and have the sunglasses, too. And if you're outside for an extended period of time, have the sunscreen handy, too. But we're starting out in the 50s. We're seeing a lot of sunshine today, a light north and northwest breeze, and we could hit 70 later on, but I think a lot of us stay in the 60s as we go through the afternoon. Your Paul Davis 10-day forecast around 71 today, down to 48 tomorrow morning, and then a little warmer on Wednesday, mostly sunny, 73 degrees, and we've got some chilly nights on the way, 40s right through Friday morning. In fact, Friday morning's low will be 43. That will be the chilliest morning of the week. Highs only in the 60s Thursday and Friday, but it does warm up for the weekend with 78 Saturday, Sunday, 76. Then another cold front moves in on Monday. Maybe a shower, but we get even colder with 67 Monday. We're only up to 63 for a high on Tuesday, and we stay in the 60s into the end of next week. Overnight lows into the 40s, I guess. The good news out of all of this is that Milton, I should say, stays well to our south throughout this entire 10-day period.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11.
Until then, have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.